everybody. Uh, Slightly unprepared, but not really. Mildly unprepared. How does that sound? That sounds much better.
But at least you're here.
But at least I am here, and everyone got to look at my butt for a second.
Ooh,
Maybe
check
that
out his butt.
Gotta
He usually
rearrange
saves that for the
for the
OnlyFans.
paying customers.
Shake your body makeup.
Yeah, my wheels are being jerked today.
Yeah.
There we go.
I need to write that down
Mm.
on the board. Fix the wheels on Harry's heart.
Okay, so Web Presence Wednesday. And today I want to talk a little bit about strategy. And I think for the most part, people generally try to rely on their like intuition. And I'm not going to say your intuition's wrong or your intuition's right. It is a way to go about it. Um, but planning and strategizing is also a way to go about it. Um, for those of you guys who are uh, psychonauts, you'll appreciate this quote from Terence McKenna. You have to have a plan because if you don't have a plan, you will become part of somebody else's plan. Um, and he isn't specifically talking about business, but it is very business applicable. Yeah, let's move this over here because then we can actually, hear us. And that would be great. I think, yeah, that's probably best, right there, like that. Okay, um, so strategizing. Uh, One of the things I know we harp on a lot is branding and the image that your enterprise takes the imagery imagery yeah the imagery that your enterprise takes on as it launches into the world. Now, none of these things are permanent. You can change these things at will. That's the whole point. Um, but and this is very important. The the better you start, the less changes you have to make, the less adjustments that uh, your target audience has to undergo to continue to find you. Um, it's one thing if you're mildly adjusting color or shapes of your brand. It's another thing entirely if you go, you know what, this isn't working, throw it away and start from scratch. Um, but some things, generally, you should be starting on the right foot with automatically. I can't stress this enough that if you think that you have um, an idea that you want to bring to market, whether it's content creation or uh, a product or a service, uh, if you have a message that you're looking to uh, bring into the world, uh, regardless of financial gain attached to it, uh, getting your web real estate is the first step before you launch, before you uh, leave the concept floor. The first path to getting your message out there is buying the platform at which you can post that message. And yes, I absolutely 100% will tell you leverage your social media accounts, leverage the Facebook and the Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, I guess. I
Mhm.
don't, but
All the
I'm,
the platforms that
I'm just not gonna bother with TikTok. I can't. I have too much on my plate as it is. I'm not learning anything
I
else.
don't have that kind of energy.
So, with that being said, um, owning your own real estate means that you are uncensored, unfiltered, and you can determine the uh, way that which the message gets across. And this is very, very important if if you intend on being taken seriously as an enterprise. Um, and this is something that doesn't necessarily ever have to change unless you are completely changing your business, in which case then you are probably going to be completely changing your web presence or your web real estate. Um, Perfect example. Uh, Donna and I have We Are the Kraken. Um, we uh, we bought it. We own wearethekraken.com. Uh, we have other projects such as the network where we are right now. Uh, what you call the Bard and Broad digital busking, uh, indie learning music tutor, high HD guitars, uh, didactic space, Van Meter art studios. All of these things, they some of them do have owned web presence. Others are
House
basically
at the same. Yeah.
hmm?
House under either.
Right. They
Yeah.
well, they're all housed under the Kraken, but uh, they are hosted uh,
Yes.
as far as web presence is concerned under WordPress or something like that, where
Other.
we can have a free off social media website that is low low. I want to say low censorship as opposed to
Yeah.
yeah, which is generally low censorship as
Yeah. You're.
compared to like Facebook.
Yeah. You're subjected to the guidelines by the hosting service, and
But they're far less
yeah,
strict than
they're yeah
you can
way less
you can
hands
get away
on
with like
than
artistic nipple shots on
yes.
WordPress just saying you
Yeah.
only
Right.
fans loving women out there
Right. I noticed a comment popped up a minute ago.
and using OnlyFans. Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, Tisdale, and using OnlyFans. Uh absolutely. I had actually as a not as a joke. I was actually seriously considering this. Now I presented it as a joke just to put the feeler out there of actually creating an OnlyFans for my cats because
They're awesome.
well let's be quite clear, it's pretty clever, and I know what I said about clever to post an OnlyFans advertising,
Hairless.
hairless pussies, and it being pictures of my cats. I figured I'd throw some wholesome content out there on OnlyFans and probably get a
Right.
lot of attention that way. Um, but I have not yet done that. Uh,
I'm
so
thinking about it. I'm really,
so if
really close
anyone
to the edge there.
so if anyone anyone does that and it works out well for them, let me know.
Yeah.
I want to know if that idea was a winner. I right now I just don't have the time. I'm working with so many people on trying to advance their projects, trying to advance my own projects that uh, I feel it would take away from what I'm trying to do and the work I'm putting towards things that I'm putting together in the future. Uh, so, getting your real estate, that's always going to be step one. You don't have to do it, but it is such an important step to uh, improving the concept of your own credibility.
Well, not
Spe-
only that,
Speaking of,
think about all the work that you've put up on social media, and if you get deplatformed or there's
we can tell
any
that story if you want.
huh?
We can tell that story.
Which
The
one?
sad story of Louis B.
The sad story of Louis B.
Now, disclaimer:
Mm.
I don't want to sound like I want you to know that this is a story about a person who has his own political views and his own ideas that do not represent the ideas of the network
Or any of us.
or any of us. Go tell the great story of Louis B. Louis B. Comedian ish.
Ish. Yeah. Well, I knew Louis B from my days of doing internet radio. He was a show host on Irritate the State for a minute, and he's also a slash activist slash political commentator slash not the greatest comedian, but and troll. So and he prides himself on being a troll. But because of his political commentary and his troll activities, he has found himself deplatformed time after time and losing large amounts of work in the process. I had suggested to him prior to him being deplatformed here on Facebook, which he had a pretty good large following. Let's be honest. I suggested to him to get himself a website that he can funnel all his social media activity to or towards, and then he can have a pretty much a censorship free, a censor free platform to do his comedy and his political,
Shenanigans.
shenanigans. Yeah. But
Dude,
he found himself deplatformed and lost quite a few years worth of work.
let me just be a glossary here for a second. Deplatformed means that you are completely erased from the particular platform.
Yeah.
When you are deplatformed from Facebook, you are lifetime banned, and if they find you making another account, they
He gets
will
the axe.
they will automatically axe it right away. If you have multiple accounts, they will axe all of them right away. Same thing with YouTube. And if you get deplatformed off of Facebook, you are done on
Instagram.
Instagram and WhatsApp as well.
Oh, ouch.
That's the conglomerate that Congress is talking about breaking up. Um, and the same goes for Twitter. There's as far as people who use the web for an income stream, deplatforming is literally firing them.
Yeah.
Like you're working for yourself and you just managed to get your ass fired. That's what deplatforming is.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
That was it. That was it?
that was about
Okay.
the gist of it.
Yeah.
It's important to have yourself your own platform, your own soapbox per se, if you're going to be politically outspoken, and
I mean, I say this, and I say this even before you really finalize your choices on your brand, because your own platform is the best way to test what works, what doesn't work. Of course, you're going to put it through social media,
yeah,
but every single uh, method of creating your own real estate, be it the free version on WordPress, which is less censored than places like Facebook, or going through uh, going through the effort of purchasing your own website, uh, you'll have analytic tools attached to those things. I have them on
yeah,
WordPress, on the WordPress applications that we have, and actually have them on.
the StreamYard.
No,
No.
not on StreamYard, but on. Well, I think I can access stuff from
Mm.
StreamYard, but not much. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Uh, but as far as analytics are concerned, I have like the tab. I have a tab up with WordPress Backhouse
Oh, yeah.
up because I monitor where stuff comes from, what have you. I do the same thing with YouTube and every single
It's to know
social
your
media,
audience.
right?
Yeah.
Every single social media platform, even down to stuff I post on Pinterest, which is a not very non-social SEO.
Hmm.
Um, it focuses more on the search end of the media end of social media as opposed to the social end of social media. No one really cares about what anyone's story is. They want to see pictures of what you're doing and
Yeah.
how to either obtain those things or learn how to do those things. Um, Same thing, LinkedIn, all of these major social media platforms, you can retrieve. Merry Christmas, says Melissa. Uh,
Mhm.
1 second, Melissa. You can retrieve all that data from uh, uh, the platform and get comprehensive information on the results that you're getting uh, with whatever strategy you're deciding to take. Uh, Merry Christmas, Melissa and Luke and Lucas. Uh, I've got this fat cat right here.
Pretty heavy. I'm surprised your arm isn't asleep
Almost. Oh,
yet.
ah!
What did
It'll
they
come up
steal?
over there. Uh, Oddly enough, I have a chef who, well, a former chef. Her name is Katrina. I am not going to try to pronounce her Dutch last name, but it starts with a V and there's an Udsden in there. Uh, Van Udsden, I guess, sort of. I'm really bad at pronouncing her last name. She's actually managed to uh, leverage Pinterest as a marketing tool to sell um, to uh, what's the best way to put this? She's leveraged Pinterest
As
as
a
a
market,
marketing tool
yeah.
enough to be um, freelance employed by companies to get their Pinterest game in order. Yes, I understand that at the beginning, Pinterest was a place where uh, divorced basic white bitches were going to uh, get their live, laugh, loves on. But at this point, um, uh, uh, small and medium sized companies have moved into Pinterest
Yeah.
and have actually uh, made conversions and obtained amounts of leads that they never would have before. Uh, it's actually become a very valuable marketing tool, and uh, that is another strategy thing that I'm thinking we're going to delve into in a separate um, web presence Wednesday of marketing strategy specific
Yeah.
as opposed to just web strategy specific, which is what this is. Um, so where was I? Have a plan. I mean, you can try to do this without a plan. It's absolutely possible to do without a plan. There's people who do it without a plan, but without a plan, you're relying more on fortune favoring the bold rather than um, make taking calculated risks and taking risks that others may be willing to invest in. And these are the two important parts there. Is
Right.
not only the um, will I um, will I succeed at this risk, but do other people think that I will succeed enough at this risk that they're willing to invest in my business, not necessarily as like a partner, but even as a consumer, because nothing's more frustrating than I bought this thing and it was great and it ran out and now I can't find the person I bought it from because they.
Like the cat hammock lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she really liked
Yeah.
that cat
I can't
stain.
I can't remember the girl on YouTube, but she does reviews of pet stuff, like a lot of pet stuff. She's like a crazy pet lady. Like it's not just cats. She's got birds. She's got this.
Yeah.
She's got that. It's insane. But she had a an animal hammock. It was for her.
Little dog, I
Yeah,
think.
it was like
Yeah,
it was like a
little.
tiny dog thing, but it looked like basically like it was like a gigantic freaking sports bra when she did all the twists and turns and things that happened with it. And she's like, "It's great. I was going to buy another one, and I can't find it
Yeah.
because the that's something that is like super frustrating to a consumer is not being able to find this great product or this great service that you'd gotten before. And sometimes businesses go out of
Yeah,
business.
business.
Sometimes businesses get bought and sold. But you want to, as an entrepreneur, uh, make sure that there's enough lines of communication out there with your customer base um, to give them that sense of reliability. You roll on back a couple of weeks and you look at my Theory Thursday, there's ways of giving a sense of reliability. And if you follow through with it, it pays back in spades. So there's that. Um, hang on. Almost choked myself. Sorry. So have a plan, buy your real estate. Um, even before you finalize your thoughts on your brand, make sure you have creative control over your content. Um, I literally just spent 10 minutes talking about why that's important. We talked about Louis' story about why that's important. Creative control and the ultimate say of what is and is not going to be attached to your brand needs to be part of your plan. Yes, damn YouTube. And well, I was drinking coffee. I had a long day at work, man. Really long day. Um, so from that point on, um, you want to go and address the whole deal with what does my brand look like? What values do I attach to my company? How do I want others to perceive my company? And then follow the simple psychological guidelines, not to toot my own horn or to uh, sell my own ass. But if that stuff's interested in you, if that stuff interests you, I am more than open to potentially doing coaching involving psychology of colors and shapes and sounds, and how you can utilize them to improve your the marketability of your idea, be it a physical business of with products, a service, or even content creation. Um, Uh, so plan, website, brand, um, and once you have those three things set, that kind of builds your strategy from there. You know, what's acceptable on Facebook. You're not going to advertise free pics from your OnlyFans on Facebook because they're going to get taken down. You know, uh, you do have a little more leeway with things like Instagram, but Facebook is pretty totalitarian. If there's a shadow of a nipple, the picture's coming down. If you look around on Instagram, I can guarantee you. I know I follow enough famous people. The classy under the sheer clothing nipple is
Side
acceptable.
boob.
Yeah,
Side.
the very deep side boob. Um, and and there are other places where things are just even looser, like Tumblr. um, so all of these things they have to be.
Considered
Uh,
or taken into consideration when you're formulating
well,
your brand.
Mike, just for the record, I don't get those.
What?
Wait, it'll come up over there.
Oh.
um, Anywho,
I could send you some if you want.
yeah, yeah. Donna could send you some if you want. She's got a collection. Um, but
Anyway, yeah.
anyway, nice segue. We'll move on to and also be very careful about your web presence.
Yes.
Uh, you social media, you should be social on. Absolutely, share about yourself, talk about what you're doing.
Your business.
Um, even
Yeah.
your personal life, not even just only your business, but your personal life. Be a person on social media,
Yeah, people.
absolutely, but use some common sense when you're being a person on social media. Maybe that person that you've never met in person doesn't need to see your penis. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I did a whole video on that. If you take a look, it's called Creepertarians, Not Even Once. It's definitely worth the watch. I'm
Check
just gonna
out.
say it's pretty tragic horror right there. Tragic comedy. There you go.
But
Tragic
definitely,
comedy.
definitely check out Comfortable Lies. So,
Yeah, the web series, um, which season 2 starts up again in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Trump rally in Washington D.C. because I figure I'll get enough material out of that to carry me through like
right.
two whole episodes all in and of itself. It might be like
Just two.
yeah, I think just 2 before I get sick of talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
True.
so I mean, I did a special edition episode in the middle because of everything that was going on. Uh, if you want to check that out, that's up on my YouTube as well. Also up on uh, uh, harryfelger.wordpress.com as well. I post all of the comfortable lies there as well. So if that stuff interests you, that's where that is. Uh, all right, we're getting close to that 30-minute mark, and I think I covered strategy well enough. Of course, this is not comprehensive strategy. This is just like the beginning. Um, I am going to talk about branding strategy, where we put some of the stuff that we're talking about tomorrow, last Thursday, and the Thursday before. Next week, I'm thinking about putting some of those concepts together and talking about a branding strategy as part of Web Presence Wednesday. Um, and again, if you guys are interested in learning marketing, go make Donna dinner. um, if you are interested in learning a little bit about marketing strategy as far as branding is concerned, beyond the glaze over that I'll do here in like a half an hour, I am considering putting together a course uh, where I go in depth as to explain exactly what's going on when people see certain colors, see certain shapes, how they combine, whether or not they improve or take away from positive and negative or increase or take away positive and negative aspects of the message that you're putting out there. But yeah, that's that. It's 6 o'clock, and that's been 30 minutes, and that's a good time for me to get cooking because it's dinner time, and I'm hungry, and I've still got to practice Christmas songs because I don't think I have them enough of them well enough yet for tomorrow. Shit, it's tomorrow. If anyone's interested, tomorrow I'm doing Digital Busk. I'm going to play some Christmas music on bass. Maybe Donna will play with me. Maybe she won't. Maybe she won't. But I'm going to basically be doing melodic bass renditions of some songs like I was working on O Tenenbaum and Jingle Bells and just something a little fun, add a little cheer. as a punctuation point to the kick in the testicles that was this year, and yes, even this December. Just trying to like raise some spirits because I think
Oh yeah.
the world could use a little spirit raising. And well, I'm I'm out of
The
I'm
little
out of
raisin with the ghost, the little ghost raisin,
yeah.
like California
I was
raisins.
thinking about skeletons and zombies
I was thinking
myself,
like
but
the California raisins that went to heaven with
poor raisins.
ghosts.
All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for commenting. Uh, I enjoy all of them, and I enjoy you guys. You guys are great. Everybody stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5:30.